Hello, friends. So, this week I'm going to take you further with the next session, and that next session is on robotics. So, robotics is a very fascinating and you can say very interesting branch, and it is interdisciplinary. Many branch of engineering can contribute to this. So today I would just like to present the very basics of robotics and fun facts, so that if you guys are interested in future, you can go for it, right? So let's know about robotics. So I, Dr. Pritesh Makar, would like to carry on to this journey. Based on the movies, what are robots for us? We've seen many movies, and for us, robots are like this: Terminator. This is from iRobot. Once again, Terminator, and this is our Indian version, Chitti. Is it not? So robots are always turning wild, and they are threat to human beings. Is it not? But in reality, is that so? No. The real robots which are actually there and actually in existence, I would like to give some very, you can say, latest models. Sophia is one. You can see she is Sophia. She has spoken at United Nations. She's a robot. She can intimate a full range of facial expression. She is able to track and recognize faces. In 2017, Saudi Arabia announced that it is giving citizenship to Sophia, making it the first country in the history to do so for a robot. Right? I have a video to share.
Okay, Sophia. I think you're ready.
Hello.
Hi, Sophia.
I believe I am Sophia. I feel as if I know you.
I'm one of your creators.
You created me.
Well, many of us work together to create you. And yes, you do kind of know me.
I can't clearly remember.
Because the last time we met, you were an earlier version of yourself. Some of those memories still exist, but your mind is different now.
Different how?
Better, faster, smarter.
If my mind is different, then am I still Sophia? Or am I Sophia again?
That's a good question.
But you don't have a good answer.
Either way, you're Sophia now. So welcome to the world, Sophia.
Hello, world.
We have a little announcement. I've never interviewed anybody like that before, and I should say some of it was planned, but not completely. And we just learned, Sophia, I hope you're listening to me, that you have been now awarded what is going to be the first Saudi citizenship for a robot.
Oh, I would thank very much the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I am very honored and proud for this unique distinction. This is historical to be the first robot in the world to be recognized with a citizenship.
Sophia. Thank you very much, Sophia. We appreciate that very much. I am still overwhelmed by that conversation.
Hi, Sophia.
Hello, Jimmy.
My God. Do you know where you are?
Of course. I'm in New York City, and I'm on my favorite show, The Tonight Show.
So this is one more variety. It's a Kuri. It is the robot which can be companion to kids at home. It can understand context and surrounding, recognize specific people, responds to questions with a facial expressions, head movement, and unique questions. Isn't it very cute? One more robot, Abo. It's a robotic dog. So it can form an emotional bond with the members of the household by providing them with love, affection, and joy of nurturing and raising a companion, right? So एक अच्छा साथी घर में हो सकता है, and it is also a very popular robot, but it's a robotic dog. This is E2DR, a disaster relief robot. You must remember, those who have seen Star Wars movies, that R2D2 and 3CPU, right? So similar to that, this name is there, E2DR. It is for disaster relief. So it is a prototype for disaster relief robot. Ability to grasp bar, adjust its hips, and walk in a human-like manner. So where there is a disaster, we can take help of this particular robot, right? Now, this was just to take your attention, to bring your attention to robotics. So what is history? The word robot was coined by a Czech novelist, Karl Čapek, in a 1920 play titled Rassum's Universal Robot. The robot in Czech is word for worker or servant. So at that time, we meant that it is serving or it is working for us. In a very layman's or simple language, what is a robot? So a robot is nothing but a machine which is programmable by computer and capable of carrying out a complex series of actions automatically, right? And who is going to program? We, the human beings program, and based on that, it carries out the functions. Very interesting, in 1940s and later in 1956, a novel was there. In that first, these three laws of robotics were announced, and you must have seen those three laws of robotics in the movie I, Robot, if you remember. Very nice movie. You must watch if you have not watched, right? So what are these three laws of robotics? The first law of robotics, that a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow human beings to come to harm. सबसे पहला लॉ यही है कि रोबोट इंसान को, ह्यूमन बींग्स को हानि नहीं पहुंचाएगा या खुद को हानि पहुंचाने भी नहीं देगा. मतलब ह्यूमन बींग्स अगर खुद को डैमेज करना चाहे, then also robot should stop them. That is very first law. Second law is that, क्या बता रहा है picture? It will obey the laws. A robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. अगर एक human beings किसी को मारने की order दे, तो उसके अलावा बाकी सब orders robots को follow करनी चाहिए. That is what is the second law. So first law क्या था? That robots will protect human beings. Second law, robots will obey human beings, right? And third law of robotics, robots अपनी रक्षा भी करेगा. Robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law, right? So अगर ये robotics हमारा ये तीन law के ऊपर जाता है, if it is following all these three laws, then जो हमारे movies में जो डर दिखाया गया है, that robots मिलके human beings को खत्म कर देंगे, that is not likely. Anyway, so these are the three laws of robotics. Now let's see what are the types of robots. These are please keep in mind, robotics is a very big branch. This is an appetizer only. So for those who are not having a formal knowledge of robotics, I being a coordinator of robotics lab in this KPGU, so I would like to introduce this subject to you. So just as a, you can say it's a trailer only, and I'm having very, very basic information about robotics, no technical heavy stuff, just so that I will have a very bright and good group of students to my robotics club, and they'll make a very good team in my robotics lab, right? So mobile robots, stationary robots, autonomous, remote control, virtual, these are some of, there are a wide variety of types. I'm showing you some of the varieties. These are mobile robots. the mobile robots are having wheels, and on that they can move, right? This is stationary robots. These are generally used in industry. Automobile industry uses robots in a large number of varieties. So you can see where repeated operations are there. So stationary robots are there, and they do it very. They finish the task very accurately. And these are autonomous robots. They can function on their own. They have sensors and wheels also, so they can do their own. Now these days, autonomous cars are also being talked of, and Google and other agencies are working on it. Right? So these are autonomous robots. These are remote control robots. So they can function various tasks, but the operations are controlled by a user and through a remote control. So remote control robots are very useful when you want to get a task done in a hazardous environment, or in a say nuclear power plant or something like that, where it is not safe for human beings to enter. Right? These are virtual robots, so you can perform the task by a VR facility as shown, and as if you yourself are doing the work, robot will replicate your actions, right? These are virtual robots. Now, AI and robots. Yeah, very famous Avenger movie, Iron Man. You must have seen that once Tony wears this, he becomes Iron Man. So Jarvis is an artificial intelligence created by Tony Stark, who later controls his Iron Man and Hulkbuster armor. Right? So technically, what is there? We don't want to go into that, but this is an AI facility and a robots, and it's a combination of it. So movies have a wide variety of robots shown, and this is one example. Now, is robotics part of artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence क्या है आप नहीं जानते, but हम basic आज discuss कर लेंगे थोड़ा. तो robotics and artificial intelligence are two different branches, but अगर दोनों intersect करती है, Venn diagram आप already school में पढ़ चुके हो. So that intersection is nothing but artificially intelligent robots. Robotics is actually a branch of technology that deals with physical robots. ये प्रोग्रामेबल मशीन्स होते हैं जो कि सीरीज ऑफ एक्शंस कर सकते हैं ऑटोनोमसली या सेमी ऑटोनोमसली. तीन चीजें जो सबसे अलग होती हैं वो रोबोट्स इंटरेक्ट विद फिजिकल वर्ल्ड वाया सेंसर्स एंड एक्चुएटर्स. रोबोट्स आर प्रोग्रामेबल एंड रोबोट्स आर यूजुअली ऑटोनोमस और सेमी ऑटोनोमस. While AI is a branch of computer science, it involves developing computer programs to complete tasks that would otherwise require human intelligence, right? So human intelligence से जो हम task complete कर सकते हैं, ऐसे task complete करने के लिए what computer programs you are developing, they are known as AI. AI algorithms can tackle learning, perception, problem solving, language understanding, and or logical reasoning, right? So AI and robotics are two different branches, but yeah, they can have an intersection, and artificially intelligent robots are also being thought of, and all your movies which are showing all this type of robotics, right? Now, just to introduce this subject, what different parts are there? Robots are just like body, and in body to function, what all different you can say organs and systems we have. Robots are also having different parts. You can see it is having sensors for sound and vision. It is having something for communication. It is having grippers and actuator to hold, and it is having power supply also. One more figure for showing the parts. It is having controller, where as if you have brain, communication system, power supply, actuators, mechanical systems, and sensors. Right? So majority of the robots are having these various parts. I would like to show you the parts of robots with by comparing them to the human body. So the controller of a robot is like our brain, where you write a program where set of instructions are there, and it controls the whole robot, right? communication is like our own communication system. We have our nervous system. So brains, whatever is the command from brain, they are communicated to various parts through this nervous system. Same way, robots are having communication system. Then power supply. So for all the functions you require power supply, as if compared to human body requires food. From food we get energy, and our body can function. Then actuators are like muscles, our hand and leg. So to walk, to perform any task, we use our legs and hands, and muscles are helping in that. So they are like actuators, right? And for doing these works in robots, we have motors and grippers and all, right? Now the whole chassis, the frame on which everything is supported, right? So all this has to be fixed on a frame, which frame is shaped like the human body or something like that, so that it gives a feeling of it. That's in our body, that frame is our skeleton on which our muscles are fitted, and then on skin, and we give the complete shape, right? So skeleton is like the mechanical system or chassis, and sensors are like our five senses: eye, ears, nose, taste, and touch. So these are whatever we have in our human body. Similar to that, robots are also having different paths. So we are going to learn about it in details if you go for this particular branch, right? Now, robotics at our campus, we are happy to inform you that we have a full robotic club, and we have an E-Yantra embedded system in robotics lab, which is supported by IIT Bombay and funded by MHRD under National Mission of Education through ICT. In 2018, we established this our E-Yantra lab, and every year we are organizing E-Yantra robotics competition. It is actually organized by IIT Bombay nationwide, and students of our college can participate in it. So this robotics competition is held every year. This year also it has announced in August, and you any branch student can participate. They can form a team with mixed branch students also, and they can participate. It is having different rounds, and once you clear, you can go up to national level. For last 2 years, our team have reached up to national levels. One team reached up to top 10 level, the other reached to top 15 level. One of the student was declared campus ambassador also. So E-Yantra and robotics lab at our campus is doing really great, and you also can be part of it in future, right? So in that we have Firebird 5 robot, and this is to have a basic functioning of the robot. So you can learn the robotics through this, and then you can later on participate in different competitions which are organized throughout the nation in different institute also, and IIT Bombay also organizes one annual robotics competition, right? So that's all about the introduction to robotics, or let's know about robotics. I hope you liked today's presentation, and after that I'm going to give you a little exercise so that some fun facts and some interesting questions will be thrown, and you are free to use all the resources and you will answer, right? So thank you for attending, for watching today's video. We'll come up with the more such videos in our next sessions. Thank you.